Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lexi and today I'm bringing you another reading vlog. So this weekend or this week we will be reading These Violent Delights by Gong. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take me to read this. This is a pretty chunky book. I do also have the Fairyloot edition. That's why we've got the pink edges and the different cover. The original cover looks like this. I'm actually reading this book as a collaboration with my good friend Julie. I'll leave all her information here below. You guys will remember her from the Plus Size Readathon. Definitely make sure you check out her vlog as well. I know I'm definitely excited to see all of her thoughts on this book. We tend to have pretty similar thoughts and thought processes with books. Basically, it follows the premise of Romeo and Juliet, except it is set in 1920s Shanghai, and the two main characters, or the lovers, the Romeo and the Juliet, they are from two rival gangs. So I definitely feel like it is going to give off the 1996 Leonardo DiCaprio movie version.
For I never saw true beauty till this night.
As you guys know, my dog's name is Romeo. Insert cute footage here. So obviously I'm hoping that I really enjoy this book. And yeah, so it is actually October and this was not on my October TBR, but I'm super excited to be reading it with Julie, so I'm happy to make that exception. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump straight into reading this one. Hello guys, so I thought I would film a quick little update. So I've just read up to chapter 6, which is actually on page 66. So angel number or demon number, I guess, if it's 666. It's very interesting so far. So I really like that we know that Roma and Juliet have a backstory. Like, we know that they know each other, but we don't know anything about how or why. I really like the world building so far. It's pretty easy to follow. And yeah, I don't have too much to say on it. Like I said, I'm only 60 pages in. So I'm gonna leave that little mini update here for now, and I will be back when I have read some more of this one. Hello guys, I am back with another update for These Violent Delights. So I am now up to chapter 12 and I'm really enjoying this so far. We have definitely learned a little bit more about the mystery. So we now know that they're thinking it's a contagion and the sickness is being passed through the air, and that's what's infecting these people and making them very violently and graphically rip out their own throats. I'm hoping that we get a bit more of an understanding of their relationship as the novel progresses, and I will be back with another update soon. Okay guys, so I'm back with another update. I got comfy and did quite a lot of reading. So I actually made it up to page 269, so 23. And it's been good, but it sort of has been a bit slow. We had a whole chapter about how Roma and Juliet were going to start working together. And then we had another chapter on them actually starting to work together. And it's just a little bit like repetitive, I guess. So they have finally decided, you know, that they're going to combine forces to figure out this sickness. But that took 270 pages to get to that.
Why?
I really think it could have been done in like the first 100 pages. I definitely like the world building. It's really descriptive and you can really imagine yourself there, which I like. We also haven't had many romance scenes.
What?
Even in the slightest, like most of their interactions are pretty negative and they just keep alluding to this past that they have, but they haven't really explored it much at all. And so for something that is based on Romeo and Juliet, like a complete love story, I thought they would have a lot more chemistry and I thought there would be a lot more romantic scenes.
Their life.
So yeah, at the moment it's a book that's like, we're going to do this, rather than a book that says, this is what happened. I'm probably going to have a break from reading now. I probably will go have some dinner. So I may have an update for you in the morning, or it might be in a couple of days. Hello guys, so I have finally finished These Violent Delights. I didn't end up vlogging too much of the reading process just because I honestly didn't enjoy this. I think I've rated it a 1 or 2 stars on Goodreads. I have no idea how it's rated so highly on Goodreads. A lot of you have messaged me saying you felt the same way. I put up like a miniature review on my Instagram stories and literally so many of you were like, yep, I totally felt the same way. And I did enjoy buddy reading this with Julie. Make sure you check out her video as well if you haven't already. But it was literally so disappointing. I feel like if you maybe went into it not expecting a Romeo and Juliet retelling, then it would have been a little bit better. At one point he does climb her balcony, I believe, or he like shows up in the bedroom. But apart from that, like everything else was completely different. Obviously I went into this expecting a lot of romance and expecting a really strong connection between the characters, and it definitely does not deliver that at all. They spend so much time in this book saying like, we need to do this and we need to do that, but they don't actually do any of it, and it gets quite frustrating to read. I'm not even sure if Julie made it all the way through. I have to find out. I messaged her when I had about 100 pages to go and she said she was in the same spot and she was thinking about DNFing it. I will just say as well, like even the ending was disappointing. So this is actually the first of 2. So there is a sequel. I think it's called Our Violent Ends or These Violent Ends. I will insert a little spoiler alert here as well. And so obviously I knew that there was a sequel, but at the same time I was still expecting them to die because it's Romeo and Juliet, and they didn't. I was just... Please die. Oh my god. I won't be bothering to read the sequel. I just honestly couldn't care less. They solved the crime and then it turned out it wasn't solved, and I just hate those endings. I know this is a really negative review and like I did somewhat enjoy some parts of it. The world building was kind of cool.
Why you always lying?
I also felt like they could have done more with the name. I don't know if anyone else has watched Westworld, but they have this quote like, these violent delights, that's in that so often, and it's really important to the main character in Westworld.
These violent delights have violent ends.
Make sure to let me know if you have read this book, what your thoughts were. Even if you disagree with me, I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like this video if you haven't already and subscribe to my channel. I will have much more bookish content coming soon, and I will speak to you guys in the next video. Bye!